whatever it takes.
Holy crap, do we have a lot to talk about. But there's a lot I can't even say, so I'm gonna say what I can in a very non-spoiler way.
I like this one.
That said, Avengers Endgame. This freaking movie is everything. I loved it so much that I can't even find the words to accurately express how much I enjoyed this comic book masterpiece of a movie. That's right, I said masterpiece. Now, before I get into it, two things. One, this is a spoiler-free review. There's some serious fanboying incoming, but I don't even care because nerding out is what these movies are all about. Let me say right up front, I have no idea how the Russo Brothers do what they do. The first movie they directed in the Marvel comic universe was Winter Soldier, which was amazing. Next, they brought us Civil War, which I thought was even better. But then that led to Infinity War last year, which was so good we weren't sure how they would possibly top it. Then Endgame happened and my mind was freaking blown. They've managed to bring everything to a conclusion that gives us everything I wanted and even a few things I did not. The Russo's run at Marvel Studios has been nothing less than incredible, and if Avengers Endgame is the last movie they direct for Marvel Studios, good on them, because I don't see them going out on a higher note than Endgame.
We're in the endgame now.
It just refills nearly everything Marvel fans have ever wanted. Yes, I realize that's a strong statement, but I really feel like that's gonna prove to be a safe bet for the vast majority of us. I honestly think you're gonna be hard pressed to find people who don't like this movie. It is that good. Obviously there's gonna be a few people out there, but that's the case with anything. But for all of us here at the Entertainment Lab, sweet baby Jesus in a manner we just saw a comic book movie. Gold. I honestly don't remember the last time I was hearing a movie theater like that. It was like I was at a sports event rooting for my favorite team. There were several times where I was like, okay, maybe I should rope it back a little bit. That's a bit much. But there's so much fan service in so many geeky moments that we have finally gotten to see, and those that we only hope to see over the past 10 years. The 12-year-old in me was just so happy to actually get those moments and payoffs. Standing here talking about it honestly makes me wish I was watching the movie again, like right now. That's absolutely nothing against all of you. I just want to watch this movie like 14,605 more times. One of the main reasons why this movie is so good, besides the awesome storytelling, the amazing action, and the hilarious comedic moments, is the fact that it's a love letter to the past 10 years of the Marvel comic universe. It's hard to say how without giving spoilers, but for everyone who has seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Another fabulous thing about this film is how it shows our heroes dealing with their loss and how they're trying to work through that. It gives us a peek into the human side of the world's mightiest heroes, which we really haven't seen before. Not at least on this scale. Which is the perfect tone coming off Infinity War, where the heroes lost, and because of that, half the universe was erased. So, all the little beats like Captain America and Iron Man coming face to face for the first time since Civil War, it was just so good. As for the fight scenes, the friggin' fight scenes, and obviously there's a big boss battle at the end, and it's hands down the craziest, most triumphant, badass superhero battle we have ever seen. Live action, no contest, and again, no spoilers, but there's stuff that happens in that fight. There are things we have only ever seen in the comic books that we actually get to see in this movie. And they made me cheer, and also brought a tear to my freaking eyes. But at this point, I honestly don't even know what else to say without spoiling things. Because everything that happens in this movie is pretty much a big moment. And something that's a spoiler in some way or other. So I think I'm just gonna wrap this up for now. But in summary, if you haven't caught on by now, this is easily one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen. It was just a fantastic movie on its own, but also the culmination of 10 years of the Marvel comic universe, as it tied into pretty much every other single Marvel Studios movie. And did so very well. This could quite possibly be my favorite superhero movie of all time. This and Infinity War, as they're pretty much the same one long movie. Endgame being part 2 of the Infinity War, so whether you're a Marvel fan, just a fan of the Marvel Comic Universe movies, or a comic book fan in any way, you have to see this movie.
Where did that bring you?
to me.